Okay, good morning. So I think we are connecting and okay, we are live. I'm alive. So today is February 29th and I'll be talking about my February. What's going on with Natalia Yarncraft during February and what I made and so on. February was very quiet month for me for social media, so I try to avoid it as much as I can, and I think I have only one post between last monthly live chat and today, so it was pretty quiet, and I think I need this pause, and yeah, it's sometimes we need a break from social media, but I don't want to miss my monthly live chat. It's I like it how it's going for myself, not only for people who can watch and see what's going on around Natalia Yarncraft. So anyway, today is all about February, and let's start with designing part. So I started, I think, in January, and during February it was going on test knit for my shawl. Shawl, this one, pretty and bright, Lightning Strike Shawl. So this is made with DK yarn, and you will have here two sections that alternate two different stitch pattern. So here is a net stitch pattern, and here is horizontal ribbing. So, and you will start with this little point here and continue to work until you reach your desired length or you run out of yarn. So, and at the end you will have this little loops. So if you want to tie around your neck, you can also put the end of the shawl in these little loops, and it holds, and it's like a, okay, I can see what's going on. Yeah, here for example, one more here, and it stays in place. So this is Lightning Strike shawl. Yeah, I'm still in the morning and didn't drink my strong tea yet, so and the test was very, oops, almost fell. The test was very smooth, and so it was like basically it runs without me. People had couple suggestions at the beginning, so, and then they just work and continue to show me pictures of their progress, and I think I have couple that's drop off, but most of the people finished on time and put a feedback form, fill out the feedback form, and made a Ravelry project. So it's like everything what must be checked, it was done by my fabulous testers, so I'm very grateful for them that they had so much time to finish this project and give me a suggestion and finish their work and show me their work. So it was, I think it was my smoothest knit test ever. Yeah, very glad it's run so easy and people finished, and yeah. So, and now on my end, I'm filling up some couple gaps in a pattern and hoping that I will release this shawl tomorrow if everything goes smoothly on my part. So yeah, a Lightning Strike Shawl. It will be pattern will be released tomorrow on March 1st. So yeah, and I think I showed you already a couple months before this shawl. This shawl is my knit version of crochet shawl that is in a book, 60 quick crochet project for beginners. So in a book is a, and you can get it only in a book, it's a crochet version, and this is knit version, and this is not like 100% as crochet because I did little different sizing here, but the idea of alternating this kind of stitch pattern, net stitch pattern, and more like a ribbing style pattern. So this was my copy from a crochet version. So Lightning Strike Shawl will be available tomorrow. Yeah, this was during so it started in January, but yeah, I continued the test through February, and it's done. This will be my, I think this will be my first release pattern of this year, so stay tuned. Also on a designing part, I saw a couple submission calls during the February. I think I talked about it already last month also, about one that I sent, but I didn't hear from them yet. But I made a proposal for one more submission call during the February, and it was very quick turnaround in sending, getting answer, and signing contract. It was pretty quick. So my proposal was accepted. So, and right now this project will be for online crochet magazine, and right now I'm waiting for the yarn to start actually making sample. And so of course I don't have yarn that's they suggested for the pattern, so my swatch was in different yarn for a proposal, and I can't wait to get the yarn and start making swatches to see how my proposal will be looking on this yarn. And so excited about this, and hope I will get yarn soon, because the deadline for actual sample and pattern writing, and also they ask us if it's possible to run a test, so it's only couple months, so I need to work pretty fast on this one. And yeah, but it's not a huge project, so I hope I will make it right on time, and will have not much time, but at least I will have time for a test, crochet test. So and probably at the end of March, I'm hoping to open a test call for this project. So again, stay tuned for more details, because I don't have I can't tell you right now all the details and so on. But yeah, very excited about this. And I think I already sent one more proposal, but didn't hear from people. We'll see. And just I think yesterday I saw one more submission call, and it is interesting, and I think I have idea for this, but I need to look through all the deadlines and see if it's possible to squeeze this part. Yeah, with submission calls sometimes it's tricky, because you want to submit the ideas, but if several submission calls runs in the same time, you don't want to overbook yourself. But on the other time, it's not that every proposal will be accepted. So if you will send in several, it's not that the point that all of them will be accepted, or neither of one of them will be accepted. So it's like gaming. Yeah. But anyway, excited about this coming project, and it will be crochet project, and I think it will be fun to see how it's coming, and how it will look in the whole theme of the magazine. Yeah, this is my designing part that's behind the scene that I can show you. And so about actually making something, knitting or crocheting something during February, I decided to start make some squares for a blanket. So the idea was, because in end of January, beginning of February, my kids started again seasons with sports, more active, and so more games, more meets, and so on. And idea behind making this square, so I can grab something small if I go to some games or waiting somewhere for my kids. So I have something small on my hands, so I can work on, for example, one square and will be done. And yeah, it takes also small place. And for example, some of right now some of the stadium in our school district that not allowed big bags, so we need to get something 4x6 or some ridiculous sizes. So of course I can bring my big project with me, but I can sit in the stadium for hours and just doing nothing, so I need something on my hands. And so idea behind these squares was to start something, make quick, and that's I don't need much of the pattern, but then I start making them. Let's see what I got here. So this is what I have done so far. I think I made 10 in dark gray, 10 and 9. So it was big skeins of acrylic yarn. I think it's 170 grams. Oh, how much is the yards here? Okay, 380 yards. So, and for one skein of dark gray I made 10 squares, and for the light gray the same yarn and the same new skein I made only 9 squares. This is kind of interesting. And also I started one more in white, and here is my like a dilemma. So I like how they look together in balls, dark gray, light gray and white. But after I made a white square and put together with this dark and light, I think the contrast between this white, it's too much contrast, I will say. And I'm not sure, maybe I need to make a couple more whites and then see. Maybe it will be, if it's more spreaded, it will be not such a big contrast, but anyway, I don't know yet. So I have also skein of like a off-white. It's not exactly just bright as this one, and we'll see if I don't like several of these just white, maybe I will switch to off-white, but I don't know yet. So it's on a in a timeout right now. And so first I decided to make some just in knit and purls, the squares, I mean, using some stitch patterns that using only knit and purls without any lacy part or cable part or some kind of stuff. And I was so carry on that I have several stitch dictionaries, and I have also my old notebook with some stitch patterns. So I was like carry on and trying every square different stitch patterns. So right now I have 20 squares, and each of them have different stitch patterns, but all are only knit and purls. So also after this, several of them I made, I was looking, okay, should I go just all squares different, all make like 20 and then start repeating stitch patterns. So again, we'll see. So here, for example, this fun zigzagging in more like a moss stitch, and for example here is more like a dots here, kind of stripy reverse stockinette and stockinette, but it's not exactly striped, some uneven. Here more zigzagging, but more like a flags, this triangle of flags, so and so on. And some are pretty simple, like here diamonds, some are field diamonds, here are just diagonals. So, and because each of them are different, and I am writing in my notes which of the stitch pattern I used, because so usually every stitch pattern has different number for a stitch pattern repeats. So for example, this is like multiple of 4, this is multiple of 6, and so on. Yeah, and I try to get them all the same size. So I writing in my notes how many stitches I did cast on, and how many rows I made, and to remember which square is which, I made little pins here. I don't know, it's not here. Little pin with a letter, and here more of the letters that I will be adding to next. Yeah, it's a bead with a letter on it. So just here, all the squares have these pins with a letter. So in my notes I usually go by numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, but it's because it's already so many, 20 of them. I didn't have beads with numbers, so I decided, okay, why not use just letters? So instead of numbers, instead of A, instead of 1 it's a A, instead of 2 it's a B, and so on. Anyway, so this is project going on. I don't know when it will be done, but at some point. And also, yeah, I'll be thinking I will make couple more these bright white squares and look them how they look together with others, and we'll see if I need to switch to off-white. It will be more, I don't know, we'll see. And again, sometimes, so I think I have already used three different books with stitch dictionaries, so, and one of my old notebook. So from different sources I putting together all this. And again, I don't want it to be too much too much variety on one hand, but also it is, so well, basically it will be like a stitch dictionary that's you can hold in your hand and see what stitch you have and how it's look. For example, I have a couple of stitch dictionaries. They have pretty good picture of swatches, like a good picture, so you can see beginning and repetition of the stitches and repetition in rows. But I have also one stitch dictionary. It's like a small picture, and it's not good representation of actual stitch pattern, because it's not picture is not like from the beginning of the stitch repetition, and it's not like you can see 1, 2, 3 or how many row repetitions. So it's like you need to kind of understand what you're looking in a book and what is actually description of the stitch pattern. So this is like a good representation of some of the books that I have. And also because it's kind of small size, so I think it I don't know how much this is. I think it's not even 8 inches, a little bit smaller than 8 inches. So I can go like in a stitch pattern that have too many stitches in repeats. I hope. For example, if I need to cast on only 30 stitches here, I can use stitch pattern that have like 20 stitches in one repeat. I can adjust kind of like a half of the, but it's depending on how it's look. So more like between 4 and 8. I think some of them have 10 stitches in stitch repetition. So yeah, I'm working with this kind of stitch patterns. Okay, this is going on, and yeah, May 20, and I think I need to get about at least the same, but probably even 30 more squares. So probably 6 by 8, 6 squares by 8 squares, so around 48. Yeah, it will be kind of good size for a blanket. But I'm not sure I will have 48 stitch pattern. That's but yeah, if also I'll dig online, probably I will find different stitch patterns to fill the gaps. But anyway, right now I wanna try with this white color or off-white color and see what will be difference between this, and yeah, and then decide should I repeat stitch patterns that I already have, or just continue every square different. And it will be then a big stitch dictionary as a blanket. Okay, this was my like almost the biggest project that's it's continuous, and some of small finished project that I have done during the February. So let me see, here is a shawl. Okay, hat as usual. Last I think January, I made also brown head, crochet brown head. So I work sideways and then connecting a round and make a crown. It's very hard to see, it's very dark. It's the same type of head, but this was kind of leftover yarn from the first one, so that's mean I don't have the full amount of yarn to finish a big head, like a adult size head. So this is more like a child size, so you can do a fold, or you can use like, so it's a little bit stiff right now because I didn't block yet, so it will be softer. It is not it has some wool, so that will soften in during blocking, but it's also some acrylic, so it's maybe 50-50 or something. So anyway, head again for some probably donation pile at some point will go somewhere. And also at the end of the month I started making fun elements of the big project. So every year here in our town Waxhaw in North Carolina, we're doing big mural on the side of a yarn shop. So it's if you want to see our previous creations, you can use hashtag Waxhaw yarnbomb and see what was done in previous years. So right now it is cherry tree on a ball, but it's all already faded, so it's like it was many pink flowers, but so it's not pink anymore, more like a grayish. So, and right now we're starting doing elements for this year project, and this year's project theme is under the sea. So it will be lots of fishes, fish, and some other under the sea creatures. So what I have done, first I make one fish. I had in my what is called, in my library of pattern, the name of the pattern was Juggling Fish Part 2 by Claire Garland. I don't have a fish right now with me, it's already in a yarn shop. I think the idea of her pattern was Claire, yeah, to make like a toy that you can juggle. But I use different yarn, I use different needles, so to make it bigger, so it's about the maybe about the size of this square, probably maybe like this, so kind of close to 8 inches in length and maybe 4 to 5 in the height. And yeah, first I made this fish, and then I was looking what I can make beside the fish, and of course one of the first things that popped in my head is a starfish. So the starfish I used, let me see, starfish pattern was, the name of the pattern was Starfish Amigurumi by Sabrina Boscolo. And again, she had probably has pattern in smaller yarn, I mean different weight of the yarn, and hook size like 2, I think, millimeters. So it's, I don't even remember which letter is. But anyway, I made it bigger, so with worsted yarn, and I think size 5 millimeters, so it's a H hook. Yeah, and fun little project to work. So it interesting. So you start with one side, like a one circle, then you work second side, second circle, and then you start connecting these circles and making each of these 5 legs or arms. What is starfish has? Legs, arms. Yeah, this is my starfish, crochet starfish. On the crochet side also I made one more fish, and the name of the pattern is Fish Keychain Amigurumi by where is the name? Paulina Lata. I think it's a Polish designer. She has some of pattern in Polish and English. So, and you can see it's not a keychain. Keychain. So again, I made it bigger, increase more stitches, and work more rows, but it's fun little, not so little anymore, but fun project to make. And what do I want to say? Yeah, so bigger hook in comparison to keychain pattern, and you can see that I use different colors. So I started with these two and continue and added some extra more color here. So this is what it's, I think it's like a magenta color and jeans type blue. It's leftover from two different fishes, and again from this star and from, so it's this fish, it's colorful, but it is made with leftover yarn. So what I have little bits of this and this and this, I connect them together and make this funny looking fishy. And two more. This is fun. This was super fun to make. Look at this. Two sardines. Yeah, one stripy and one more stripy, and you can see here some tails. Yeah, this pattern is I think the name is Sardine, and I think it is by Barbara Seiga, Ceiga. So she has this pattern, and I used worsted weight yarn, and I think size 8, US 8, so it's 5 millimeters needles. So two of these fishes. So, and I make even two sides with eyes, both sides, I mean. With this fish I made only one side with extra fin, so because it will be on a wall, we don't need basically other side. But here I was thinking maybe if one fish will be swimming one direction and second fish will be swimming like in second direction, opposite, so you need eye on the other side. So that's why I made both sides with eyes, even though it will be on a wall, connected to the wall. So fun projects, just as a bigger project for our town that we doing every year, Waxhaw yarnbomb. Let me see my list. Yeah, okay, I think I talk about everything what I have done. Shawl test is finished, and a Lightning Strike Shawl test is finished, and release day is tomorrow. Submission call, one of my submission calls proposal was accepted, and I'm expecting a yarn soon, so to start making a sample for crochet magazine. And so what next? I made several squares for a blanket that is more like a stitch dictionary with knit and purl stitch patterns. And fun project for Waxhaw yarnbomb, fish and starfish, yeah, and all these fun things. I hope March will be more I will have more time for social media and will post some of the pictures on social media in my grid. But yeah, sometimes it's not on my path with every day. So yeah, I think that's it for today. And next monthly live chat will be probably in beginning of April. So today is like a special day, a leap day, and I decided to do it today instead of the first days of March. So okay, I think that's it. See you next time, and if you have any questions or comments, yeah, you have some places where you can add them, and the recording will be available here on Instagram and also on YouTube. And I will be also on YouTube. I'll add some links to the pattern of all these fun fishes and starfish and so on, so you can see what I used. Okay, see you next time, guys. Bye.